And welcome to Ron's show. Now in this next masterpiece that I'll be performing, so I've got this contractor saw, cordless track contractor saw, and I've got this 2.7 metre long Festool fence. And so I had to split these two pieces of timber. Well, it's one, now it's two. I had to split it in half. But as you can see, there's no plastic rail on there, right? So on this side, it's not bad. It's pretty well in the center because this is an 80mm and I made it 39 in this split. On this side, same scenario. If you can see, bear with me. You can see it's about spot on. All right, not bad. There's not a great deal in there. Very minute. In the center, however, there's a slight gap. It's about 1mm out, and then it wades over to nothing along there. So I had the MFT table, and so I cut in parallel what I thought was parallel pieces of timber. And then what I did in this instance, if you can imagine, you can see that cut line there. I set this up against these fences here, and this was here, and then I set this across here like that, and because this is 20mm, I ran all these 20mm spaces all the way along that, so that the fence is supported with the same height. You can see here that these are the same height as that. So that's not the issue. The issue is, why was it out? And so on this point here, I'm going to take this off here. So I put the vacuum on there, and what I did is I set this at 0 on this back point here. See that thing there? That second one, because there's a fence, that first one is without a fence, that one is with a fence. So I'll set it on 0. I'll put this down for a minute, and you can look at some nature. You can look at a push bike. No, it's falling down. Okay. So I set this at 0. So, okay, here we go. So I set this one here, and I got this clamp underneath there. Then I got this one here, and I set these to that end bit there to get my back measurement, so that the offcut is there. This is a 1.8mm blade. So theoretically it's 0.1mm out on either side. Is that right? It's 0.2, so it's 0.1mm, 30. So it's taken off 2mm. So it's an 80mm timber, and I made it 39. So half of 80 is 40. Take off 2mm is 39. So now I could drill a hole in here to clamp it in place. The real issue is it seems to be flat, and yet it's not. It looks pretty flat. And then now the other thing you got to take into consideration is if this workbench is flat. Now there's steel underneath there, right? So does that make a difference? Does it make a difference that your workpiece is flat and that the curvature is going to make that cut? I don't know, because this is going up and down. This has got more strength that way. So that's a question. Is it? I mean, between the two sides, there's a bit of more than 1mm. Does the Mafel do a better job than this, or what? So anyway, this is one method of having that workpiece all the way across there so that it's supported. And what I did is I clamped either end, and I even put a clamp on that side so that this can't go anywhere. But the proof is in the pudding, because these are the two pieces, right? And as you can see, it's right on that side, and it's right on that side. It's right on that side. That's not bad. That's not bad for a plasterer, if I must say, if I do say so myself. This top one is bigger, however, than the bottom one in the middle. Until about here, it's still bigger. Look, it's bigger. So now I'll do it the other way around. Is a millimetre going to make a difference? On this particular job, it won't. On this particular job, it's not going to make much difference at all, because it's just going to be an architrave. My client will be happy with this, and it's just my own wondering why I was always, you know, a little bit out of square when I was making my cutting with the MFT table, because maybe I cut my sheet goods and then I have to tweak it up. And as you can see here, let me find out how much out it actually is. I'm going to let you know. Come on, zoom in. Doesn't want to zoom in, does it? It's not going to let you know, is it? But I tell you what, a tolerance is half a mil, and that's 1 mil. That's a mil. Come on, zoom in. You know there's 5 over here, right? I'll get it over here. It doesn't want to zoom. Come on. So it's 5 over there. 4, 3. Sorry, I can't. I'm trying to see through here whether it's going to pick it up with the camera, and I'll just have a look with a bit closer eyes with that. It's a bit over a mil. A bit over a mil out. So, but this is with the standard blade that come out there, the 18 tooth blade, and this is the result of the cut on here. So that's the cut. Wait a minute. Yes, this is the cut on that side, and you can see I'll just put this up here, and I'll put this one on the cut side here. I'll line them up together. So I'll line them up together here, and then I'm going to run this all along here. And you can see that the cut is very satisfactory. You don't even have to clean it up at all. Very satisfactory. There's no tear outs. There's no swirly marks. You know how the saw hits on the side. There's maybe a minutely one there, and you can see here it's got a very clean line cut all along there. So I reckon any carpenter at all will be very happy. Even a fixing carpenter, they'll be very happy if they can achieve that. Achieve those results. Whether they're 1 millimetre out, that's another question, because preferably if you're half a mil out, that's within the tolerance. But 1 mil, that's not very, I don't know. But like I said, for this particular job, it'll be fine because it's an outdoor door. My client will be very happy with that indeed. So anyway, thank you very much, and I do hope you enjoy the show. Thank you very much. Edited, conducted, composed and arranged by Ronald Martins. Thank you very much.